Kingdom people, your enemy's desires for you are irrelevant. Your enemy's desires for you are null and void. It does not matter what they want for you. It does not matter where they want you to be. It doesn't matter what position, what bed, unpleasant, struggling, I just heard decaying position they want you to be in. Like I like to say, they just gonna be wanting. Kingdom people, your enemies got all these wants for you. They need to be wanting for their own life. They need to be focused on bettering themselves. But of course, that's not what they're doing, because they so focused on you and how they don't want to see you make it. They don't want to see you do well. They've done everything that they could to stop you, block you. And what's happening, Kingdom people, they realizing it's nothing that they can do. They realize that God is with you for real, for real, for real. And so when they coming at you and they trying to fight you and do all this stuff and do all this black magic and try to scatter mash and aim and whatever they do, they realizing because God is with you, they fighting a losing battle because they fighting God. And so, Kingdom people, it doesn't take away from the fact that they still desire for you to lose. Your enemy's desire for you to not make it. Your enemy's desires for you to not fulfill your God-given purpose, your God-given dreams. They don't want you to have the God-given victory. That's their desire for you. But again, their desire for you is irrelevant. God said something to me today that kind of tripped me out. He said to me, because they can't stop you, because ain't nothing they could do, because, God said, because I'm with you, and they know. They can't stop me. That's what God has said. He said they want you to lose sight of your vision. And then I heard, without vision, the people would perish. So even they know, even your enemies know, that if you don't have a vision, you will perish. So that is precisely why they want you to lose sight of your vision. They want you to forget about it. They want you to turn away from it. They want you to almost lose your memory. They want it to be erased from your mind. And some of them have attempted to do that with the black magic, of course, doing the dark arts kind of stuff, trying to manipulate the spiritual realm. They've tried to erase your vision from your mind. They're trying to erase what God is showing you from your mind, but it's not working, because your enemies, their desires for you is irrelevant. God don't care nothing about their desires for you, and neither do you. And so, Kingdom people, here's the thing. Some of these people are bitter. They're resentful about their own lives. Something has happened to some of these people in their lives. And this may be something that you heard before, but I'm going to put an extra, element on this. People can go through that. Something happens in their lives, something traumatizing, something horrible, something very painful. And I'm just reminded of even some people when they lose loved ones, specifically parents. Sometimes people can't understand why God let that happen, and they become angry with God, bitter and resentful as a person. And so when that happens, if they don't recover from that, it becomes a poison in their own life. And so when it becomes a poison in their own life, they can't prosper, they can't do well, they can't move forward in the things of God. And so these people in particular, your enemies whose desires for you don't matter at all, they are irrelevant, many of them have experienced something traumatic. And here's the thing, Kingdom people, so have you. Who hasn't? But the difference is with you, you didn't let your traumatic experiences turn you evil. You may have had some struggles. You've clearly had to work through some things. You had to overcome some things. And I'm hearing because you were more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus. But these people, kingdom people, these enemies of yours, they took the bait of Satan. They went evil with their anger towards God, with their bitterness, with their resentfulness. And again, because they did that, God can't do nothing with them. In fact, they don't necessarily want God to do nothing with them, which is why I always find it ironic when they feel like, why you? When you ain't turned on God, even when you went through traumatic experiences. Maybe you didn't understand certain things at one point. Maybe it's some things you don't understand now, but you trust God. You're working to be a better person. You ain't out here trying to hurt nobody, trying to keep nobody else from fulfilling God's purpose for their life. In fact, you want people to do just that. You're not okay with Satan trying to take people out and take people down and keep them from being who God created them to be. Keep them from having that abundant life that Christ came to give. You're not okay with that, so you're not trying to rock with Satan. But that was their response to their traumatic and painful experiences. They blame God. They're angry with God because of what happened to them, not understanding these things happen along the way. Because here's the thing, they are resilient. In other words, we are a resilient people. We go through things, but we can be, let me say that, we can be resilient, but they chose not to do that. Now, do they go on with their life? Yeah. But they go on with their life unhealed, not even trying to heal, bitter, resentful, with a mask on, trying to cause harm to people who they're jealous of. Let's call it what it is. First of all, being jealous of people. Then trying to cause harm to people who they're jealous of, who they see that fire in. Not that they didn't have a fire, but again, they chose to go Satan's way. They chose to rock with him instead of sticking it out with God, letting God help them recover, letting God help them heal. They became angry with God, even if they fronting like they all about God. Because the truth is, you know who your enemies are. You know who them haters is. You know the ones that's jealous of you, that's been trying to take you out, some of them for years, but play the role like, especially if you move around them and or you speak on what it is, they say you tripping. They want to gaslight you. Because the truth is, they don't want you to know what they up to. See, they do these things in the dark. So they think because it's done in the dark, it's supposed to stay in the dark. In other words, it's supposed to be covered up. Ain't nobody supposed to know the truth. But you know the truth. God said this to me today. You know how the saying go, everything done in the dark comes to light. God said it comes to you because you the light. What they do in the dark comes to you because you are the light. Some of these people are trying to figure out how you know. Because what they're doing in the dark comes to you because you're the light. We call it being discerned, and we call it God showing us. Yeah, that is so. But all that is happening because you're the light. All the things they're doing in the dark comes to the light. It comes to you. And when you are the light, you shine a light because you're the light on darkness. So you're able to see. And kingdom people, that goes hand in hand with they want you to lose sight of your vision. They want you to lose sight of what you see and what you know. All because they don't want you to be who God called you to be. They don't want you to accomplish that vision. Because some of these things you share with some people. Listen, I have some visions and some things that don't nobody know nothing about. But I have shared certain things with some people. Some things they ain't got a clue about. But they know it's something there. And they don't want to see you accomplish it. So much so, God told me today, it would kill some of these people to see you accomplish that, to see you really walk into what God called you to. And I do mean literally. God said that he literally kill them. Some of the people are going to die when they see some of it manifest. But here's the thing, kingdom people. They cannot want you to do what God calls you to do. They cannot want to see you walk into your purpose. But here's the thing. What your enemies desire for you don't even matter. It's all irrelevant.